Is a continuation. So today our main focus is going to be on what do I need to do? What do I need to ensure that I am presenting my product in a right way, or I am presenting my business opportunity the right way to that prospect I just found. I'm going to go slightly different from the conventional skills that you know, and try as much as possible to see how I can, considering what we have around us, considering um, the challenges that some of us have, how we can better look at presenting your product or business opportunity to people. Now, the first thing I want you to know, some of us already know this. Some of us already know this. Some of us are already practicing this. The first thing I want you to consider is that you are the messenger and not the message. The very first thing I want you to take into consideration is that you are the messenger and not the message. There is nobody that can tell the forever story or the forever experience better than forever itself. No matter how you try, right? No matter how we try, we always say that you are a part of a whole. You see, each and every one of us, our businesses are a subset of the entire forever business. And that is, if you want to tell the forever story, what you are telling is your own story. Your own story. And your own story can never make up the entire forever story. So you are the messenger and not the message. That's the first thing. So if you can acknowledge the fact that you are the messenger and not the message, the conventional thing that most of us do is we say, use a tool, right? Use a tool, because that tool has been prepared, right? That tool has been specially prepared to help you deliver a more comprehensive a story, right? Or a more comprehensive proposal, a more comprehensive presentation about the product or the business that is totally not slightly different. It's not just to your story, because your story is just a part of the entire story. So a lot of people say, use a tool. Use a tool. But before I get to you using a tool, because it's important to use a tool, right? Because some of us already use tools. But I want you to note that the prospects you just found, right, whether right or wrong, their decision to join the business, right, it's not forever that they are joining, right? They are actually joining you. If you understand thoroughly that, yes, you are an ambassador of Forever. So Forever did not come from the US to talk to the person. You are the one interacting with this person. If you understand this, then you understand the fact that you are the one that they are joining. And if you know that you are the one that they are joining, then you should have a thorough understanding. You see, that is why you are important in this whole process. You are important because you are the one that they are joining. So you should have a thorough, when I say thorough understanding of your product or your business opportunity. And because at any point in time, nobody can boast of the fact that, oh, I understand in totality. We say use a tool. But again, for me, you are the number one. It's very, very important you understand the role you play in this process. And your understanding of the facts, your understanding of, or you having a thorough understanding of your product or your business opportunity have a lot of advantages. The first thing that it does is that it conveys confidence and authority. When you know what you are talking about, right? When you believe so much in your product, right? You believe so much in your product, You believe so much in your business opportunity. So it gives you this, my friend will always say, it gives you this cocaine confidence. It gives you this confidence. It gives you this sense of authority. And it helps you, ladies and gentlemen, to build credibility with the person you are talking with. They say, oh, look at how passionate she is about the business. Look at how passionate she talks about the product. Look at how passionate she talks about the business opportunity. So you are very, very key. You are very, very key. And what will give you this confidence to be able to present very, very well is the knowledge you have about what you are discussing. If you are empty, if you go to a prospect empty, I tell you, you have nothing to give. You have nothing to give. And that is why this training is important to me. Right? That is why this this particular training is important to me, because you can identify the right prospect, you can find the right prospect, but if you don't present, right, all the hard work you did, all the exposures that they went through, you expose them to different parts, right? You build a relationship. When it's time to present the product or the business opportunity, if you don't understand it, I mean, you would have wasted all the time, and we don't want you to do that. And that is why it's important you take some time out to develop yourself. It's important you take some time out to understand what you are into. It's very key you understand. The second thing that it would do is that it will help you tailor you need to tailor. You don't shoot anywhere, everywhere. When you are presenting your product or business opportunity you don't shoot everywhere, right? You need to aim at the pain points, because you have built a relationship with this person. You have built a relationship with this person. You know a little about this person. So you should know exactly what their pain points are. So if you know what these pain points are, there is no need for you to start beating about the bush. There's no need for you to start guessing. You should aim at what that pain point is and try as much as possible to communicate the value that your product, or how your product or your business opportunity can help address that specific pain point. Because what we do is that we try as much as possible to shoot everywhere. Oh, if it's not this, it will be this. Oh, if it's not this, it will be this. If it's not this, it will be this. Right? It is not presenting your product or business opportunity to someone is not a guesswork. It's not guesswork. It's not guesswork at all. So we have to be very, very specific. I know this guy. I know who he is. I've studied him over time. I've built a certain relationship with him over time. I know what I'm aiming at. You see, so that is what that will do for you. The third one is that you will be naturally motivated. I mean, you are very passionate about it. You are passionate about it. So you don't go there and you say, we have this product. It is called Arctic Sea. Well, I believe that it will help. I believe it will, or they said it will. No, that will not fly. That will not fly. So you really, really need to know more about the product. Take some time out to know more about that product that you want to present, right? Even if it's just one or two unique selling propositions that you can master, right? Use it and go there and present it in a very strong manner and ensure that it's hitting the person's pain point. And you will see you'll be able to convert. But if you're not convinced yourself, then you won't be able to convince the person that you are presenting to. Now, it's important you are honest and ethical in your communication. I know why I brought this up in the first slide, because when you are presenting, remember they are joining you, there's always this tendency to overshoot. There's always this tendency to say, oh, let me just blow it. If you join this business now, you're going to start earning ₦1 million. No, that's not true. Though it's possible to earn ₦1 million, but that's not true. That's not honest. That's not honest. So what you have said is not that it's impossible. It's possible, but within that short time that the person is just coming in. No, it's not true. It's not true. Because if the person comes in and in the first 1 month, 2 months, they don't earn as you said, then they will disappear. You will lose them. You will lose them. So it's very, very important that in our communication, we are honest. It's very, very important that in our communication, while presenting, despite how zealous we are, despite how super motivated we are, you need to ensure that we are honest and everything that we are saying is in line with ethics. Is ethical enough. So you are very, very key. And the you that I'm talking about is you understanding that everybody that you are going to present to, they are joining you. And for you to do a perfect work in presenting, you have to understand either the products. The first training, Mrs. Feintola talked about it, that we are in the business of educating people. So if you really, really don't know your onion, you can't educate, because you can't give what you don't have. That is why it's important you attend trainings like this. That is why it's important you know what the business is all about, right? And that is why it's important you learn before you start shooting. Now, having said this, the next point that is very, very key, very, very key, is that you need to, yes, I think Mrs. Elukunako talks a lot about this, targeting the right audience. Targeting the right audience. It's important that you don't waste your time presenting to the wrong people, both in line with demographics or psychographic. Right? You don't go about, let's say you are, let's say your focus is on a particular product. Let me continue in the line of Arctic Sea, right? Let me continue the line of Arctic Sea, right? That is nothing as demotivating as you presenting Arctic Sea, right? I mean, you took some time out, you studied the products, you did all your homework, right? All your homework, you did everything I said in slide 1, you did them perfectly, and at the point of presenting, when you are done, the person will say, but I don't need Arctic Sea. Arctic Sea is not my concern. Or the person will say, oh, but I can't afford it. Or you just discover that, oh, it is the person's boss that you're supposed to make the presentation to, and not the person. They mean that you didn't do your targeting well. In line with your demographics, you did not do it well. So it's important. That's why I said these trainings don't exist in isolation. These trainings don't exist in isolation. These trainings are just a flow. It's a continuation. It's a continuation of week 1, week 2, and today that is week 3. So in line with yes, dealing with people with the right mindset, people that, yes, if I'm presenting with this person and his need are economical, right? There is no reason I should start talking about dealing with products, talk about product, talk about the need for you to use for someone that is looking for money. And there is no need at all for me to see someone that is fully established in his business. He or she is doing well in his or her business, and they are very, very comfortable. They can afford the product. And the only thing I'm so much concerned about is, oh, come and join our business. The meaning that you did not do your targeting very, very well. You are not targeting the right audience. You're not targeting it. So these two are very, very are very important. They are important that we do it. Now the next point is important. I have said this before. It's important you touch the pain points. It's important you touch the pain points of the prospect. I can remember those days when we're in the field, when we go out the main thing we always say is that you need to identify a need. You need to identify a need. So you can't just meet a prospect and you're talking about the unique selling propositions of your products, right? You're talking about, Allogel can help detoxify your system. Allogel can do this, Allogel can do that, Allogel can do this. And at the end of the day, there is no need for Allogel. So we need to address our prospects' pain points. Now, what's the first thing that we need to do? The first thing is to focus. We need to seriously focus on how our products can solve this immediate need. So whatever the pain point is, like Mr. Ijoba said in the hall in the hall today, we have so many issues of sudden death. So if your approach, if your the pain point that you've discovered that you want to address, you strongly believe that yes, these guys are the guys that are at risk of sudden death or might have one form of cardiovascular issue or the other, then you can carefully look at the unique selling propositions of the products that are targeted towards heart health and use it. I am not a fan of saying pick all the benefits. Just pick one or two strong, very, very strong benefits of Ikechuckwu or garlic thyme or cardio health that you know will address, that you know will strike these pain points and help you convert. Because you just need few minutes when you are with a prospect to convince them. Some of us have been have been invited for different presentations, and when you go, they will tell you that, hey, you have 5 minutes, you have 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to tell us whatever you want to tell us. You have 5 minutes to tell us whatever you want to tell us. The meaning that your presentation must hit the nail on the head within that 5 minutes. You must lock them in within 5 minutes. You must lock them in within 10 minutes. At the end of the day, if you are successful in doing this within the first 2-3 minutes, you discover that at the end of the day, you can spend 20 minutes. You can spend 30 minutes because you were able to get their attention immediately you started. But if you start by trying to say, oh, aloe vera gel contains 200 compounds, it contains this, it contains that, it contains this, before you finish it contains, they're already sleeping. So that is why we always say focus on the benefits. Focus on the benefits, because when you focus on the benefits of the products, right? We say features tell, benefits excel, right? Features tell, benefits excel. Features will always go about, it contains this, it contains that. So what? So what? So hit on the benefits. And the benefits are, what is the need for the prospect? That is what benefits are. So you hit on it and say, okay, this contains XYZ that will help you achieve this. I tell you, if the person is not scientifically inclined, the person might not be interested in whatever it contains, but the person will remember that you said, oh, Ikechuckwu contains XYZ, the DHA will help you do this. You see, it will help you clear the arteries. It will help you. That is what the person will remember. And that is why it's important you hit on the benefit and not focus less on the futures of the product. Now the second one might be that you emphasize on how your business opportunity can help empower them economically. So if you really want to, you see somebody is in there, like now, the situation we have in the country, where a lot of people, a whole lot of people are looking for second stream. In fact, some people are looking for third stream of income. Some are looking for fourth streams of income. Right now, this might be a good time for you to, even all those people that have said no, before. This might be a good time for you to go back and say, oh, is this the right moment for us to discuss this? This might be a good time for you to represent what you presented to them before, because those things that never interested them, right, might be of interest to them now, because everybody is looking for, people are looking for additional streams of income at a time like this. Now, during your presentation, it's always critical, it's always important you focus on the testimonies from existing users. It's always important you cite examples that people can relate with, right? If you don't have your own story, try as much as possible to find stories that your prospects can connect with. Because when they hear that, let's say you are discussing with a banker and you are talking about how they can earn extra additional income through the business. If you have one or two bankers already in the system that have successfully done that, use their story. Use their story. You're talking with a doctor and you want that doctor to be part of the business and you want them to be earning extra income, right? It will be better you cite an example of a doctor that has successfully done that, right? What this does is that it creates that connection. It creates that connection. The person will say, oh, so I am not the only one in my field that is thinking in this direction. So it immediately creates that connection between the life story that you are giving them and their own situation. So once you do this, you will see that immediate connection, and they can relate to that. It's very, very important. Okay, it's still in line with what I'm saying. It's very, very important that we use social proofs and testimonies. It's very, 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 very key. Very, very key. So when people give their success stories, either during success days or during BOMs or any event that we are having, or when your customers tell you the progress that they've made with our products or the successes that they've achieved with our products, please try and note some of this, because these testimonies can come handy when you are with the next customer, right? When you are with the next prospect, when you are with the next prospect that want to join your business, these testimonies can come handy. And if you know how to use it very, very well, I tell you, it will help you convert. It will help you convert. So leverage on these stories, because customers always like to listen to these stories. And I tell you, they are always powerful. They are always powerful. So it helps you to build trust and credibility. It helps you to build trust and credibility when you have that. Now, one thing that is key when you are presenting to your product or your business opportunity to customers is your ability to demonstrate that whatever you are proposing is actually going to add value to them. If they see what you are presenting, if they see your product, or if you present your product as just product, your customers or your prospect will see it, or we see it as just product. But if you present it as something of value, of immense value, something that will help them, they will see it that way. So the first thing again, the unique selling proposition of your product. Emphasize, again, I am repeating it. Emphasize and communicate strongly on the benefits of your product. On the benefits of your product. What will this product do for me? If I buy this product, what will it do for me? How will this product help address this need? It is key. It is very, very key, ladies and gentlemen, that we understand this. Because once you do that, you are acting as a professional. But if you continue to focus on what it contains, you run it from now to next year, so what? So what? So try as much as possible to focus on the benefits of the product. Again, provide real life testimonies of other people that have used the product and they are successful, or other people that have joined the business opportunity and they are successful. And relate it, try as much as possible to relate it to the field that they see. If the person is a doctor, try and get a testimony of a doctor that is doing well in the business. If the person is a student, try and get testimonies of students that are doing well in the business. If the person is a nurse, try and get stories of nurses in the business and they are doing well. Right? If the person is a gym instructor, try and cite instances of other gym instructors that are in the business. The stories might not even be in this country. So pay attention. What I'm trying to say is that you need to pay attention to testimonies. You need to pay attention to testimonies. It's not just your testimony that will help you properly present your product or business opportunity to people. Other people's stories can also help you. So it's very, very important you pay attention to and use stories. Now, demonstrate cost effectiveness, irrespective of how expensive a customer think your product is. It is key that you demonstrate that with the value that your product is providing for them, it is cheaper to use your product than to go through the consequences of not using your product. I don't know that you got what I don't know that you got what I said now. Like, it is always, 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 always important that you demonstrate cost effectiveness, irrespective of how expensive the customer perceives your product to be. Because when you know that, yes, it is value that you are providing, and you know the consequences of not using your product, right? Remember that what you're addressing already is their pain points. So when you look at it from that aspect and look at the consequences of not using your product vis-a-vis the cost of your product, then you will be able to properly demonstrate that it is more cost effective to use my product. It is more cost effective to use my product than don't use my product and face these consequences. So that is how to demonstrate, that is how to properly demonstrate how cost effective your products are. Always try as much as possible to incorporate product demonstrations. If you can have a live product demonstration, I tell you, no matter how short it is, right, it can help you convert fast. In fact, I was discussing with somebody last week, and this was all that we talked about. All that we talked about is how powerful live product demonstrations are. So if you can incorporate live product demos, it will go a long way to help you convert. It will go a long way to help you drive the message, and it will drive the message very fast. It's going to drive the message faster than any other thing. Because the customer is there with you. The customer can see it, right? The customer can relate to whatever is happening. And as you are demonstrating, you are running the commentary, you are telling them what you are doing, you're telling them what to expect. I tell you, it goes a very long way to help you convert. Now, if the customer is well read, right? If your customer is well read, right, or your customer is in the medical field or whatever, I tell you, using certifications, right? Using certifications can help you. It can serve as a proof of how concrete or how advanced your product is or our products are. Right? So if you have certification like We Organic and all the certifications that we have, right? If you can cite these certifications, and all the scientific evidences, it can also help you, especially when the customer is skeptical, when the customer is a skeptic. So for skeptical customers, we always say provide a proof, provide a proof. So for you to help drive value, you also need to know some of this certification. Ladies and gentlemen, it can also be of importance if you can offer a money back guarantee. If you can offer a money back guarantee, what it tells the customer is that, hey, I am ready to take the risk. I am ready to take the risk. I am telling you that I know this product, I know my product, and I know what this product can offer you. So you can say, the customer will say, wow, so you are ready to give me my money back? You see, immediately it will drive the kind of connection it will make with the contact, with the prospect. The prospect will say, wow, so you are ready to give me my money back if I don't? Yes, you say, yes, that is how, to tell you how strong I believe in my product, or how strong I believe in this opportunity. You see, so we need to learn how to offer value, create a sense of urgency. Some of us don't create this sense of urgency, or some of us don't know how to create this sense of urgency, right? You can be with a customer now, and you're telling them, you get to a point in the discussion, and you are saying, Ma, if you seal this deal today, if you go up and sign today, you are getting a 5% discount. But after today, the 5% discount is off. The customer has no knowledge that they are buying at preferred customer price. You see, we need to learn the skills. We need to learn how to sell. I've said this before, you give out your discount early enough. No, you create a sense of urgency to say, if you're signing up today, if you're signing up in the next 2 days, you get a 5% discount. Right? If you're buying these products today, right? If you're buying this product today, if we are closing this today, you're getting a 5% discount. But if you don't close it today, sorry, the discount will not be there. That is how to create a sense of urgency. You are creating a sense of urgency, and the customer is saying, wow, so I don't want to miss this 5%. The customer is saying, I don't want to miss this 5%. But when you leave it open, or you give out the discount, oh, if you sign, this is how it is. You are coming at preferred customer. No, that is not how to do it. That is not how to do it. You need to build value. You need to create value around it. He or she doesn't know. He or she doesn't know that, yes, this is what they are getting. They don't know at all. Remember, you are the one that understands your product. You're the one that understands your business opportunity. So you are saying that if you seal this deal today, if we go ahead and you buy this product today, within the next 24 hours, you are getting our 5%. But sir, sorry, if we can't close it today, I'm not sure of this 5%. This 5% is off. So you need to, that's how salespeople create sense of urgency. So we make you feel this sense of, oh, losing out. If I don't do it now, I'm going to lose out. I'm going to lose out of this. And the customer is saying, no, I don't want to miss this. So that sense of missing out, you have to create it. That is the best way to create the sense of urgency. You have to try as much as possible, like I said earlier, try as much as possible to utilize visuals, right? Like I said during the FLP 360 training on Thursday, right? If you have some visuals that you can show, right? Our business is a show and tell business. That is why the demonstration, the live product demonstration is a good way to drive your message, right? The live product demonstration is a good way to drive your message. So once you do that gel demo, right? Ladies and gentlemen, don't end with that gel demo. Once you do that gel demo, you have opened the gel already. You can sample the gel, right? You can sample the gel. And we have samples, product samples in the office. You can buy those samples and use them. Samples go a long way. I've said this several. The whole essence of sampling is to initiate taste or feel and purchase. So you're having a group presentation, you have 15 people, and you just did the aloe gel demo, and you close your gel and go. No, you have opened the gel. You have opened the gel. So just make sure that you prepared, you are prepared, and you have your disposable cups. You just use it to sample. Let them taste it. Let them taste it. I tell you, you will sell. So try as much as possible to leverage visuals, right? Because some people are visual, some people are audio, some when you are talking, they are listening, but some need to see. So these are some of the presentation skills. You need to understand that everybody in the hall, right? With some of all, we don't all use the same sense. Our five senses, some are stronger than the other. Some people must see. Some people must hear. Some people have to see, hear, but they have to write for them to properly understand what you are saying. You are the presenter, you are the facilitator, so you need to know all this for you to be able to make a perfect presentation of your product or your business opportunity. Now, it's key because I am still on value. It is key that you always consider long-term benefits. Now, what will this do for you? Long-term, when I talk about considering long-term benefit, it's key you let the customer or the prospect understand the need to stay on this product on a long term. Right? When you are presenting the unique selling proposition of your product to them, it's key you let them understand that the effect of this product on them is on a long term. So that when you want them to purchase next month or want them to purchase in the upper month or the upper month, you are not saying something new. You're not saying something new. So a lot of us just do this one-off, right? You do the first sales and you disappear. That is not how it is. That is not how it's done. So you prepare your mind that, oh, this product, that you get the best benefits, you get the best out of this product or out of this business in 1 year, out of this business in 5 years, out of it. So when they are coming, they are making a long-term plan. They're making a long-term plan of your business. They're making a long-term plan of the product. So it's key at the point of presenting that you prepare their minds for long-term benefits. So if it's 3 months, like we always do with the products, right? You are preparing them for 3 months. For 3 months. So this is going to last for 3 months. At least you are going to use it for 3 months. So that when it's time to get the second month and get the third month, you are not chasing somebody. You've already told them that this is it. So those are some of the ways that we can use to create value for a product. Then we need to personalize our approach. Now it's like what I need to drive this point so that you can understand it properly. When you are applying for a job, right? If you go and ask those that are good with applications, every job has a unique CV. Right? For every job, you prepare a new CV. So every prospect that you are meeting, right? Personalize their approach. Personalize what you are telling them. The fact that you told Daniel A about Arctic Sea does not mean that it's the same line that you are going to repeat with John or with Angela. Because Daniel's need for Arctic Sea might be totally different from John's need for Arctic Sea. So it still boils down to relationship. It still boils down to what you know about your prospects. It still boils down to that. So try as much as possible to personalize. Try as much as possible to personalize. So tailor whatever you are telling them. Tailor whatever you are telling them to address their personal needs and their concerns. I tell you, this will definitely increase the personal interactions you have, and it will increase the likelihood of you getting a conversion for them. The second point there is your follow-up strategy. Follow-up strategy. Let's say you were not the one that invited. So you were not the one that presented. You invited them for a BOM, or you invited them for Success Day, or you invited them for anything. Try and follow up and personalize it. Personalize it. Don't just send. See, it's good to send broadcast. I'm not against sending broadcast. See, sincerely, I'm not against sending broadcast because broadcast makes the work easy. Yes, broadcast makes the work easy. Like I was telling I did the last time we had WhatsApp training. You can do a personalized template message. You can do template messaging, right? You personalize. You see, you are not sending. You are not sending. You are specific. You are talking to the person. The person will know that this message is for me. The person will know specifically that this message is for me because it's addressing the person's concern. Right? You are following up on, you want to know exactly how they felt with the meeting. You want to know you want to get their feedback. So we'll try as much as possible to ensure that we personalize our approach. Personalize your approach with your prospect. Don't go about sending a blanket message. Don't go about sending a blanket message to them. I'm trying to see what is something is blocking. So don't go about sending a blanket message to them. Try as much as possible to personalize it. It will go a long way to help you drive your message. Now, the next point, I'm almost done. Now, you can, everything I've said, right? You can also engage because we are in the digital era. You can also do all this online, right? You can also do all this online. You can also meet somebody online, right? You send them a link, they watch the presentation, right? They watch the presentation, or you sent them, you ask them to go to our YouTube page, listen to a training or listen to a presentation or whatever, right? And you can also do all this. You can do all this follow-up. You can do everything online. So don't just think I am saying offline. Everything that I have said, you can also do online. Because if you have people in the US, you have people that are not in your state, you have people you don't know where they live, you got people, you prospected the right people, you sent people connected to your channel. They want to know more about the business opportunity. You can send all these via tools and still follow the same strategy and follow the same processes that I've just talked about, and you will get the same results. So don't, irrespective of what the channel is, whether it's online or offline, try as much as possible to follow the process. So look at your digital marketing processes, look at the tools that you are sharing, make sure that the tools somebody cannot be asking you for somebody that cannot be interested in products and you are sending them lifestyle video. So, and somebody cannot be interested in joining the business and you are sending them product related videos. And when you do all this, go specifically, like some of us already do and know, ask them what they loved most about what they just watched. So always be in the positive. Just ask them what they loved most about what they just watched. Don't say, oh, how did you see it? I hope you liked it. You're already negative. So just go ahead of them and, oh, what did you love most about what you just saw or the video you just watched? And listen to exactly what they will say. So you tuned their mind already to the positive. to the positive. So any negative this thing that they wanted to come with, they will just change and say, okay, I love this aspect. And then you just follow on that aspect. You just build on that aspect that they just talked about. It is key. It is very, very important that you learn how to handle objections. It is very, very key. Very, very key. Irrespective of who you are with, irrespective of who you are talking with, irrespective of who you want to meet. I am appealing that you find time, sit and highlight possible objections. Because some of us don't, you know what, some of us don't even think in that direction. So you're going to make a presentation, ask yourself, from what I know about this person, what could they possibly object to? Right? What could be their objections? So you are planning ahead of the presentation. And when you highlight these objections, also try as much as possible to prefer answers. Okay, if he says this is how I'm going to address it. If he says that this is how I'm going to address it, that makes you the smart one. Right? That makes you the smart person in the house. Because those objections, when he or she finally pops those objections, it's no longer coming as something new to you. It's not coming as something new at all to you because you've planned for it. So try as much as possible, before you make these presentations, try as much as possible to ask yourself, what could they possibly object to? And once you can prepare, I tell you, you will be very, very good to run. The first thing is, when you are presenting, definitely people will have doubts. They will have concerns. You see, the way I look at it, once I'm in a meeting and you raise an objection, the first thing that my mind tells me is that at least you listen to me. Right? At least you listened. So you should be happy. Objections are not bad. A lot of us always see objections from the negative. After today, I want you to begin to see objections from the positive. The person is raising concern. The person is doubting. The person is hesitant. Right? That doesn't mean that they've said no. That doesn't mean that they are try as much as possible to find out, okay, what are they objecting to? What am I dealing with here? Right? Which type of objection am I dealing with? Right? In our business, we have so many objections. The first one is price objection. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I can't afford it. Right? Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I can't afford it. When you see objections like this, right? When you see objections like this, for me, what I do is smile. What I do, the first thing I do is smile, because this is skeptical. Right? What I do is smile. No, sorry, this is not skepticism. This is what's it called again now? This is indifference. Because there is nothing that you and I can do about this price. There's nothing you can do about this price. And the best way to address this is not to go about saying, oh, I know it's expensive. Well, you see everywhere now, things are expensive. That is not the way to address objections like this. Whenever a customer raises an objection, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. The meaning is that you didn't put more value. The customer did not buy 100% the value you placed on the product. That is just it. The customer you did not do an excellent job, right, in creating value for the product. You can go and ask anybody. Whenever you see an objection like this, just know that the best way to do it is that the best way to handle it is to first acknowledge. You can smile and say, so I understand the way you feel about Always, 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 always acknowledge the concern. It gives them this sense of belonging. You are not agreeing. You have not said, oh, it's expensive. But hey, I understand the way you feel. I understand the way you feel. However, is a very soft way of saying, hey, you are a molly. It's a very soft way of saying, I don't agree with you. So rather than using but, however, is cool, is soft. Right? However, let's go back again and see all the, let me reemphasize on the benefits, on what I told you that aloe vera can do. You go back again and hit the pain points. And you come back and say, you mean you want to throw away all these values for a slight increase in price? And watch how they would how they will react to it. So price objections are the first objection that we get. And these contacts, we call them indifferent contacts. Now the next one is value objection. So it's the same, it's almost similar as price. So they don't see value. They don't see, they are not convinced. They are not convinced at all that this business opportunity will help them make money, or your product will do what you're saying it will do. They are not convinced at all. Now, if that is in line with you saying your product contains XYZ, and they say, no, I am not sure. I'm not sure. So they are skeptical. They are doubting you. They are doubting you. So for customers that are skeptical, you need a proof. For every customer that is skeptical, you need a proof. And that is where your certifications will come handy. Right? That is where real life stories, real life testimonies will come handy. And these testimonies must be testimonies from people they kind of respect. Right? So when you are saying that we are certified organic and you can show the document. So when you are saying we have kosher rating, you can show it. When you are saying that we have XYZ, we have NAFDAC certification, you can show it. You see, so whenever they doubt, provide a proof. Whenever a customer doubts the value of anything that you are presenting, they are skeptical customers. So you need to provide a proof. You need to provide a proof. Now, there is also timing objection. Oh, I'm not ready to buy yet. I don't think, sorry, I will think about it. So they don't see a need. They don't see a need for your product. They don't see a need of your business opportunity. Oh, it's not for me. Whenever you hear, oh, it's not for me, the meaning is that you have not identified a need. You have not identified a need. You think you did an excellent work identifying a need. You have not identified a need at all. So whenever you get a time objection, oh, and I tell you that there's totally nothing wrong with saying, okay, if this product is not for you now, just take my card, just have my card. Whenever you think is the right time, let's talk. Some of us we are too eager to let go of customers because you strongly believe, oh, if I let him go now. No, don't put yourself in that situation when it look as if you are begging. No. You are the one with value, right? You're the one with value. You just need to show them. You just need to show them why now is the right time. And if they strongly believe that, okay, that is not the right time for it, I mean, you move, but still keep the door open. Don't close the door. Still keep the door open and say, okay, this is my card. This is my card. If you can't do business now, right now, I strongly believe that in the nearest future, we will be able to do business. Now you also have, yes, the need objection. I've talked about the need objection. I don't have the need for this right now. So they are indifferent contacts. Indifferent contacts will tell you they don't have, I don't have a need for your product. I don't have a no, this is not for me. You can go to my colleague. So you can go to the, you can be in a you can be in a, what's it called? In a, you can be, go to an office and you're presenting and say, no, this is not for me. This meet my colleague. Oh, this is not for me. Oh, this business is for women. It's not for men. Meet. So they believe that it's not for them. So once you see a need objection, the meaning that you need to elicit a need. You need to elicit a need. And I think I've trained on this before. So now the trust objection, trust objection. I don't trust your company. I don't trust your company. I'm not sure this is the right decision. So it can be a form of misunderstanding, right? It can be a form of misunderstanding when someone is saying, "Oh, I don't trust you guys." They mean that maybe something happened in the past. Something happened in the past. Maybe they had an experience, a bitter experience. So don't just throw it out. Don't just throw it out. Try as much as possible. Try as much as possible to probe further, to find out what, if they had an experience. Try as much as possible to find out what that experience was, and try and correct it. Misunderstandings, don't just massage it and say, oh, it's not me. Oh, I am not the one. Right? Don't just say, oh, I am not the one. Oh, it is them. Because it is a trust issue, and it's whether you address it or not, it's going to affect the next person that comes. It's going to affect the next person that comes. It's going to affect the next person that comes. So try as much as possible to nip it and say it exactly the way it is. Say it exactly the way it is. Don't, and that's why I said you need to be very ethical. You need to be very ethical, and you need to be honest in your communication. You need to be honest in your communication. And at times, on several occasions, I have apologized on behalf of things that were done in the past. But again, after that apology, I'll come back and tell you that what you experienced wasn't forever. Yes. And you say straight and explain to them who we are and what we do. Because if you don't correct it, the next person will come and that trust issue is still there. That trust objection is still there. The next person will come, the trust objection is there. So in preparing to present, also find time to highlight possible objections and plan on how to address it. So ladies and gentlemen, I just spent exactly 1 hour. As I was looking at my time, I just spent exactly 1 hour. Do we have any question? Do we have any question? Do we have any question? Do you have question? If you have questions, put it on the question and answer chats and I'll be able to take it. I'm happy we're able to do this today. I'm happy we're able to do this today. Do we have any question? I can see a question here. Please, how does money back guarantee work? Money back guarantee is part of our policy, A customer, I talked about it in the hall today. That's why I just put it up on that slide. A customer buys a product and he or she is not satisfied. Our policy says bring it back with the invoice and you get your money back. It's simple. It's a policy. It's a policy that we have. It's, I mean, money back guarantee is not new to any of us. It's simple. A customer buys a product and they are not satisfied with the result they got. They should return the invoice, return the product with the invoice, even if they've started using it, and we'll give them their money back. But when we give them their money back, we'll also do case credit correction. Do we have any other question? How do I identify the need of a person? This one is a long training, eh? And how do I identify the right need of a person. You have to know the person first, right? Like I said earlier, these trainings don't exist in isolation. All the trainings that we've been having of late, none of them exist in isolation. So uh if you listen to I think Mr. Rukunako's training, Mr. Rukunako talked about building relationship. When you prospect, you build relationship. As you build relationship with people, there are vital information that you need from them. As you begin to understand them, as you begin to understand their lifestyle, understand their families, you will begin to understand what is important to them. Right? You begin to understand what is important to them. And if you want to make a proposal, your proposal must be in line with that, with those pain points. With those pain points, right? If it's a family that is health conscious, you will know that they are health conscious, right? You know that they are health conscious. You know that they are health conscious. And for a family that is health conscious, right? It will be of immense benefit for you to begin to give them product that can help them, right? Because you know that yes, you have a family, they always go for exercise, they always try as much as possible to see that they eat the right I mean, they always want to eat a whole meal, not dwell on snacks, not, you will know that they are health conscious. So definitely anything that you are proposing in line with the product will be of help to them. So that's a need, but you need to try as much as possible to elicit the right need so that you know that you are supporting the right need. Not when you are done and they are saying, oh, but this is not important to me. So you need to know the people. So it's all about relationship, and there is also a way to do it. If you are interested, just contact marketing and we'll know what to do about that, to know whether we can. Do we have any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Okay, I can see that we don't have question. Thank you for making it easy for me. Thank you for making it easy for me tonight. We don't have question. So I want to sincerely thank all of us for being part of this for this training, this part of this training this evening. And again, these presentations don't exist in isolation. I'm still saying it. These presentations, please and please, they don't exist in isolation. I want you to know that especially all the Saturday trainings are connected. They are skills-based or skill-based trainings, and they are meant to help you. They are meant to help you improve your skill so that you get better. You get better in line with prospecting, in line with recruiting, in line with inviting, in line with building all the necessary skills or developing all the necessary skills you need to build your business. So in the absence of any other question, I want to say tomorrow is our business opportunity meeting day. Tomorrow is Sunday. Try as much as possible to send a reminder to all your prospects so that we'll be able to have the training, we'll be able to have the proposal tomorrow for them by 8 p.m. tomorrow. So on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you for being part of this training this evening. From all of us, I want to say always think about what matters most to you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and bye-bye.